Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2019. Thank you so much for being here, hang out, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like, it really helps out the channel. And let's get going to the new and improved Zoroark Control deck. So we have Zoroark Control, Zoroark GX rather, 210 HP, ability trade. Once during your turn before you attack, you may discard a card from your hand, and if you do, you draw 2 cards. Then Righteous Beating deals 20 damage for each of your Pokemon in play, which is a lot of damage, but it's not the focus of the deck. The focus is trade and getting all the resources that we need to combine with Seismitoad EX's Quaking Punch, which deals 30 damage, and your opponent can play any item cards from his or her hand during his or her next turn. So with the item lock, we will be able to prevent our opponents from playing any items, obviously. And then with all the disruption that we have here in the form of Enhanced Hammer, Faba, Team Rocket's Handiwork, Team Skull Grunt, and Plumeria, we will be able, along with Lusamine. And Gomez, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime subscription, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. With all the disruption, we will be able to hopefully deck all of our opponents out. Now, we have Girafarig with its Get Lost attack. You put 2 cards from your opponent's discard pile into a lost zone. That way you can stop things like Lusamine loops from your opponents. You can stop them getting back Tropical Beaches in style decks. You can remove basic energy from play against a Alolan Executor. You can do all sorts of things. And then we have Sudowoodo to stop opposing aggressive Zoroark decks from running us over. We have Oranguru to use resource management and get back resources ourselves. We have Triple Tapu for consistency purposes, the 1 execute so that we can propagate trade a lot of the time. And then we have the Tirtuga, which is today keeping the cup safe for us with its ability Prehistoric Call. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put this Pokemon on the bottom of your deck. Therefore, we put at the bottom, then we draw it next turn, we trade it, and then we put at the bottom, and so we literally can never deck ourselves out. Only if our opponent plays a Team Rocket's Handiwork. Now we do have a wide range of supporters here, the main ones being Plumeria and Lusamine. However, we do have Faba to deny stuff and put in the Lost Zone, like Special Energy mostly. We have Team Skull Grunt to attack the hand and discard energies. We have Team Rocket's Handiwork to attack the deck. We have Bridget to set up. We have Pokemon Fan Club to set up as well, and it can search for Seismitoad and Tapu Lele to the hand to keep setting up next turn. A Acerola to heal, a Gladion to get any prize card we need. That is crucial. An End to disrupt, a Kuzma to disrupt, Colress to draw cards. And then items wise, we have 2 Compressor to thin the cards that we won't need for any specific matchup, Triple Enhanced Hammer to deny all those special energies, Double Field Blower so that Garbo Toxin is not an issue for Ultra Ball, so that we can set up. Dusting Machine is our A-Spec of choice. Rescue Stretcher so that we can recycle Pokemon. 1 Proud City to be annoying and even reduce our own damage output, therefore keeping the lock for a longer time. Rough Seas to make our Seismitoad potentially invincible. And then a single Fighting Fury Bell to increase our HP and damage output. And finally a Float Stone in case we need to maneuver. 4 DCs round out the deck. However, now that I think about it, perhaps a Basic Energy would actually be very useful in here so that we can't get Fabad out of the game, right? Perhaps that would be a good addition. I honestly don't know what I would cut right now, but that's something to take into account for sure, right? Definitely something to take into account. So let's jump into a ladder, see what we can do with this. No Crushing Hammers, indeed. The regional winning list did not play Crushing Hammers. You rely on the more reliable Plumeria and Team Skull Grunt to deny energy. Collapsing Gravel, yesterday you won with Zoro Control against Night March. You threw all his DCs into the Lost Zone. And that's the idea behind the Faba. Hopefully we'll be able to do that ourselves as well. Okay, so looking for an opponent. Let's see if we can get a good game in with Zoro Control. They do take a long time, so don't expect like 5 games with this deck. Probably a little bit less than that. If we get 1 good game, I'll be happy. get one good game with this deck, I will be happy. Okay. So I would like to go first. And horrible starts, right? 100% horrible start. Okay, so the Ultra Ball. What? What am I seeing here? What on earth am I seeing? Okay, we're up against a grass deck and I have 2 Seismitoads prized. So right off, up against a tough time, I guess. Yeah, right off the bat, it's gonna be an interesting match to say the least. Okay. So let's go ahead and bridge it. I do want triple Zoroark. I shouldn't be, like, I'm not too threatened right now. So we might just end up using Oranguru this game rather than Seismitoad. We'll see. Because against the grass type, it's actually pretty scary. I mean, if I get a Golisopod stuck in the active, then the first attack is not that big a deal, right? I will go ahead and just promote the other Lele. Why would you lead with that? It's an interesting choice. Trainer's Mail. Okay, so it's some sort of Leafeon deck. Okay, so definitely want to evolve. Doesn't look like Enhanced Hammer is going to be too useful so far. And we'll pass. I guess we're in no rush here. Okay. Skylock Rivasoda, that's the thing. Why are we playing against these sort of decks though? I grinded the other day a lot on the ladder to get my rank up. Am I gonna play Primal Groudon, Iberserk? Yes, I will. Okay, so on my to-do list are Primal Groudon, Mega Guardy, and there was something else I thought earlier, and aggressive Zoroark. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and trade the Field Blower. Hello, Jedi. And okay, so this gets me draw, which is cool. Or it gets me Plumeria to get rid of the grass. No, I think I need draw. Like, even if my opponent takes 2 prizes, it's fine. This is fine. Let's go ahead and parallel, because why not? Primal Groudon is indeed expensive. I want that bench spot open, so I'm just gonna go ahead and call risk here. I do get another Zoroark, which is nice. Finally I can start doing like relevant stuff with double trading plus propagate. Triple trading, correction. Triple trading. You just got Zapdos and let's go. Nice. Very nice. Do you have Articuno and Moltres yet? Okay, so we'll just pass. Literally nothing else we can do at this point. There's an N. I don't mind that too much. Definitely don't mind that much. And Professor's Letter. And we get knocked out, right? Which is fair. Which is fair. So does Giratina no longer have synergy with Mega Guardy? 100%. Definitely does. Definitely does. Okay, so not this guy. We want to propagate trade. And then it's gonna be all about Plumeria here. Jeez, I'm getting far ahead of myself. So many clicks with this deck. So many clicks. In an ideal world, I get Floatstone. And therefore, I can start with the item lock. And I get Plumeria as well, so I can get rid of the grass. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, however. Use Archen instead of Tirtuga. I actually like Tirtuga more. Okay, so we did not get the Floatstone. However, we did get the Plumeria, which is nice. So let's do this. Let's discard the grass. And then we'll go Enhance Hammer. And then, I mean, I could attack it, but it's not worth it. Or is it? Maybe it is. I'm giving up on the item lock, though. We'll go aggressive for today. Oh, the attack. I was like, why did I only do 100? But it's because he used Armor Press. We're gonna see the Master Ball. That's the A-spec of choice. And this Cacturn deals 30 damage. And if we have damage counters, it deals 60 more. And then Hunt deals 40 damage to a Pokemon that he searches for. Ugh, what is this deck? This is not a serious deck. Even more reason to just finish this off as quickly as possible. Okay. So again, you bought 3DS for the first time for Ultra Sun, and then they released Pokemon Game on Switch. I mean, when did you buy it though? Pokemon Let's Go was announced a long time ago. Okay, Leafeon is annoying because of its ability. Alright, unless we are able to deny all the items, I mean all the energy. Leafeon is annoying because of its ability. So, why don't we Plumeria the energy? Just continually do that. Okay, we're gonna trade though. We are definitely going to Plumeria here, but we are going to do our trades. Okay. I mean, like I said, Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu probably announced for a while, but I can see how that's annoying. I mean, they're very different games though, so. And they're not too related, I guess. Let's Go is like a good stepping stone to the main game series, I would say. Okay, so gonna get rid of the counter catcher because we're clearly gonna go ahead in this match, and then let's go Righteous Beating for Gale. There are a lot of good games for the 3DS indeed. So definitely a good purchase, J-Ken. So we're gonna see the Cacturn. I researched, should you play Mega Guardy or Archees for your cup? I would say Archees is a more competitive deck. Mega Pokemon are, like, honestly really bad. Mega Pokemon are honestly really bad. Yeah, the 3DS is about to leave the scene for sure. The 3DS is about to get phased out. It's like its rotation, right? Switch is a new standard. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and Plumeria the energy once again. I'm gonna Plumeria the energy and then we'll attack. What is this deck? You guys should queue on the ladder so I play some real decks. Propagation, and I can never deck myself out, I can never run out of resources thanks to Lusamine, so I'm not too worried about that. And I have the Versus Seekers for the immediate Plumeria, which is great. Plumeria. My Seismitoad is hiding in the deck though. It's all the grass Pokemon, and then it said like, nope, this is just not gonna happen today. And boop. You bought a little too late. I mean, there's a very big library of really good games for the 3DS. But yes, now Nintendo is probably only going to focus on the Switch. So it's going to merge like the console plus the handheld into one, right? Does RGs have to use King Draw, or can you replace it with another one? I mean, you don't have to use King Draw, it's just a really good option to have. And yeah, games are getting cheaper. Indeed, for the 3DS, because it's getting phased out of new releases at least. But yeah, if you don't have King Draw, or you don't want to use King Draw, then another attacker, right? Volcanic Prison Star, Dikuno, Palkia, King Draw, maybe Wishy-Washy. Yeah, Wishy-Washy is a good call. Okay, my friend insists with the energy, so we will insist with the Plumeria. I'm not gonna bother trading, I'm gonna try and save myself some clicks here. Gonna save myself some clicks. Whatever the remaining 7 cards are, they're not anything too crucial, right? And then we'll just attack. Wishy-Washy GX is probably the best call there, Berserk, because of the GX attack, right? It hits for some good damage. I would even argue Wishy-Washy is better than Palkia. So we're gonna see a Golisopod. This guy probably plays a lot of grass energy, right? He plays 2 Professor's Letters, so definitely gonna be playing a lot of grass energy. There it is. There's a Colress, that's fine. We will eventually win this game. Eventually. Next turn. These are the games that you just have to go through, right? Okay, let's team Skullgrunt. You get rid of the grass. He does have Guzma, Versiker, and Cynthia. Doesn't have a Zorola in there, so Guzma is his only chance at attacking next turn. Or top decking it, or drawing a DC, I guess. So fine, I'll propagate. Trade. You opened 100 Dragon Majesty packs and haven't pulled a King Draw. That's a good reason not to play it for sure. That Leafeon running to the bench. Playing Switch. Why are we playing against Rare Candy Greninja and Leafeon, Golisopod, Cacturn, Shiinotic? What happened to the PTTGO ladder? What on earth happened to the ladder? So there's a Versiker, definitely for a Guzma, I'd imagine, right? We see a Colress, that's fine. Looking for that DC. That's a lot of investment in Como O. And yeah, the premium box gets you immediately a King Draw, right? Okay, so maybe my opponent will get another knockout here, it's fine. He'll probably end up using the GX attack. Decides to float stone, however, into Cacturn. And Cacturn will take the KO, because why not? Right? Because why not? Why are we playing against this? I mean, my board game closed, I guess. Technically. Game closed. Now we just Verse Seeker for Guzma. If I didn't have this Verse Seeker, my opponent would actually have a win condition. Guzma. The one way I lose is if I bench Seismitoad. That's how you lose games. So I'll do that, and then I'll bench this friend, and then I'll attach here, and then we'll get. Well, I'll replay as a fortress, so I can't target his hand or reduce it in any way. Get 2 prizes, and then we won't be able to win next turn. Because I don't. Well, I do have my dowsing machine, so I actually can't win next turn. You have 14 Salamence GX. Wow. That's a lot of Salamence. And then the opponent is playing Ether Conservation, Ether Paradise Conservation Area, which reduces damage to basic Pokemon, not evolved Pokemon. So sure, he protects the Tapu Bulu, but that's pretty much it. Okay. I feel like streaming expanded is not as enjoyable as streaming standard. Yeah, it's definitely always better to not open packs, especially online. Especially online. We see yet another Colress. And there's a Decidueye there too. Why do you do this, opponent? Hunt. Oh boy. Why did I enhance hammer if I was going to knock out anyways? Does it really matter? And then I'll just dowsing machine for a Guzma to knock out the Shiinotic or the Wimpod or the Rowlet. What expanded deck is this? This is Zoroark Control, Micah. Does he not play N? He does. He does play N. There's an N in the discard pile. Promotes the Wimpod. Rare candies into the Decidueye. Evolves into Golisopod, so nice sequencing there. Very nice sequencing there. Now I hope he has the Grass Energy, so that he only deals 30 damage. 9 Grass Energy have been discarded. Nice sequencing. I mean, it was never a doubt that we were going to win this. It's just a matter of, since we are not an aggressive deck, since we try to like control our opponents, but against a grass deck, you don't want to focus on that. Especially not a competitive, especially not against a non-competitive grass deck like this one. Nice sequencing though. And now finally, we shall take victory. Goodbye, Shinotic. GG to my opponent. He tried his best, I guess. He tried his best with that crazy grass deck. And let's find another game. Let's find another game. I would like to go first. You just ran into Seismitoad EX. Yeah, that's definitely not common, Gus. Definitely not common. And we're up against Night March. So this could be an interesting matchup for sure. The item log is going to hurt them quite a bit. And because we are up against Night March, and I top decked the Zoroark very luckily, I'm gonna go ahead and search for the Seismitoad already. I'm gonna search for a Zoroark and another Seismitoad rather, and then next turn I'll probably Ultra for Lele for Sycamore perhaps. We have the first Enhanced Hammer. I hope Giraffe goes down, that way I don't have to waste time retreating. And we'll see. We shall see. You can't believe how much you spent on the worst set of evolutions, XY. Yeah, that's definitely not the best set by any means. So we see a computer search, we see basic psychics getting played in this list, so that probably indicates Mew as well. Unless my opponent wants to ram. There's the Shaman. And then between Faba and Enhanced Hammers, we should be able to win this game fairly easily, I would say. You open a case of Guardians Rising, that's pretty cool. Oh, Burning Shadows. Yeah, I opened so much Burning Shadows, bad idea. Bad idea. Battle Compressor. So we are getting knocked out. I'm honestly glad. As long as we can find a DC, this is perfectly okay. We see the Mew, we see the turn 1 Lily. Already down half his deck and finds another compressor. Okay, so this is honestly pretty scary now because we don't have Karen. I took out the Karen for the Faba, so that is honestly pretty scary now. That was a crazy turn 1 for my opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 matures. That's definitely less than I expected. Definitely less than I expected. Seven. Okay. So 7 9 matures in the discard pile. That's not enough to knock us out. Definitely going for the Enhanced Hammer. Definitely going for the Rough Seas as well. And Ultra Ball for the Lele for Colress, and is tempting because my opponent has, well, he has 7 cards in his hand, so it's not that big a deal. Yeah, Burning Shadows does have the Hyper Charizard, but I feel like conserving the Verse Seeker is good here. But I opened like 8 or 9 Burning Shadows boxes. I never got the Hyper Charizard. Or the Secret Rare DCE, right? That was also in there, I think. Okay, so no DCE for us just yet. Gonna go ahead and trade the Sycamore. Hopefully we find a DCE. That's all we want. A DCE, por favor. We have one priced. Discard the Bridget. Pretty please. I will go ahead and propagate. No, I know you opened Berserk, Guardian. I mean, I know you opened Guardian's Rising Berserk. I was talking about myself. And no energy. Not the biggest of deals in terms of being behind in prizes, but definitely the biggest of deals in terms of letting him get to a high enough number of Night Marchers in the discard pile. So we'll see what happens here. Ultra Ball. Mew. I mean, my opponent does play basic energy, which definitely helps him, right? And there's a special charge, so that's awful. We're gonna have to trap something like Shaman in the active spot. Yikes. Goes for a switch, goes for a Berserker. Really thinning properly. I mean, if I had Karen, I wouldn't be worried at all. But since I don't, this extra turn of items is actually a big deal because he got an energy back. Now, no Joltik bench does mean that Mew is not that useful. Trainer's Mail, Last Compressor, oh jeez. Oh yeah, Guardian's Rising had the secret rare DCE. Burning Shadows had something else though, didn't it? Burning Shadows had something else that was valuable? Not Rainbow. Like other than the Charizard. Maybe I'm wrong. Very Dark and Fire. Okay. Wow, playing Unknown as well. Yeah, we're in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still not enough though. Strangely enough. Now it's enough. Well, huh. What? Are you serious? How on earth did my opponent not get a knockout? How on earth did my opponent not get a knockout here? That is unfathomable to me. How did he not get a knockout? That's some really bad luck. For sure, that's some really bad luck. Okay, so is there any merit to the supporters that I have? Probably not. Gladian is the only potential worth one, but I'd rather perhaps Team Skullgrunt to see what he's holding. There's the DCE finally. So now we're looking for either Team Rocket's Handiwork or Team Skullgrunt to attack the hand or the deck. I mean, perhaps he has the DCE, he just didn't get it down because he doesn't have the stadium, right? I'd imagine that would be the reason. Lusamine not good enough, Plumeria not good enough. So let's Gladian then. Let's go ahead and Gladian. So there's a DCE. Let's grab the Handiwork. Everything else is meh. Well, the Fine Fury Belt is actually decent. And then let's do this, right? And then let's go ahead and Quacking Punch. Oh yeah, Kuzma, right? Kuzma was Burning Shadows? No, Kuzma wasn't Burning Shadows. Was it? Okay, so plays a Cynthia. Looking for the combination of Stadium plus TCE, but simply passes once again. What? Yeah, so that's the card I was thinking about, the full art Kuzma. I never opened any of those either. Okay. No Team Skull Grunt, so let's handiwork and flip one heads. AC and Kuzma, not the biggest of deals, so we'll Quaking Punch, Quaking Punch. Oh, I should have grabbed. Oh, there's a Fighting Fury Belt. I was gonna say, I thought the Fighting Fury Belt was at the bottom, but Kuzma shuffles your prizes, right? I mean, not Kuzma, Gladian. When will the new set be coming out? In February. The tag team set is coming out in February. Okay, so there's a Stadium, there's the TCE. That is a-okay. There's a Night March for KO. Well, it's not okay, really. So what do I do now? Enhance Hammer plus Kuzma plus Seismitoad with Fighting Fury Belt? Is that the play? I think so, right? I think it is. So let's grab this friend. I mean, I could just flip double heads and win. I could just flip double heads and win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think that's better. I think that is better. Giving myself the chance to win off of purely flipping heads. 25% chance to win immediately. Not gonna happen. Next turn I can win with a heads flip. Maybe I should have traded for the counter catcher onto the Shaman. That was probably the right way to go about it. Or onto the Unknown. Probably onto the Unknown. It's amazing how Pokemon TCG is just developing. I know, it keeps growing, which is awesome. I feel like organized play is a bit like stepping onto itself, but like it's a bit discouraging to me that the numbers at regionals this season are not higher than last season. They are making secret rare stadiums. Yeah, the Brooklet Heel looks really, really cool. Okay, so I don't think I'll be able to stream Glacian today, guys. Something has come up, so I won't be streaming Glacian. Wow, chooses to Sky Return, interesting. Okay, so one heads flip wins us the game here. One heads flip wins us the game. And there we go. GG to my opponent. And this is how the deck works, right? Even through the explosive, incredibly explosive start that my opponent had, and Max Dookie, thanks so much for the follow. Even beyond the super explosive start that my opponent had, we were able to just deck him out by keeping control of the tempo and even without Karen. And so guys, that will be all from me today. I know this was a shorter showcase of the Zoro control deck, but this is the main idea. You just attack the energy wherever it is. You control what your opponent can do, and usually you end up decking them out before they are able to do anything in response. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you're watching on YouTube. And I will definitely see you guys tomorrow for some more expanded action. I'll feature the Glacian GX deck tomorrow. And perhaps the Mega Guardi and Primal Groudon decks that a lot of you guys have requested. So thank you guys so much, and until next time, bye bye.